right, Miss Aurorah is back. Secured entrepreneurs, Miss Aurorah is over here getting it in. And very quickly, I really want to talk to you all about why it is working class people are so mad at rich people. Working class people are totally livid with rich people. And I want to get into this comment that was left on the Aurorah Dey Consulting Facebook business page. Okay, can we do it? All right, for those of you who do not know who I am Miss Aurorah Dey, and this is the Secured Entrepreneur Movement. All right, secured entrepreneurs. Miss Aurorah is sitting in here proofreading right now. And first, I want to thank all of the secured entrepreneurs for your patience. We have a lot of mail to go out. And fortunately, many of you have some sizable estates, so it takes a little bit of time. I want to thank you for your patience for that. And you all know that if you have any other things that you need to say to Miss Aurorah before your documents go out, you just send us an email, info@aurorahdayconsulting.com. Okay? Now, many of you came on board with Aurorah Dey Consulting because you saw an ad. You saw some of our ads on Facebook and or Instagram, whatever. Now, all of the secured entrepreneurs who know that you place ads, so you know that you're going to get a lot of spam. You're going to get a lot of spam comments, a lot of spam emails and things like that. But this one I thought was quite interesting, and I said I need to share this with the secured entrepreneurs. And I took the person's name out. I whited this name out, okay? But you need to hear this. I don't remember what ad this man is responding to, because all the secured entrepreneurs here know Mr. Aurorah only talks about one thing, and that's how I service entrepreneurs. Okay, so anyway. Listen to what this man is talking about here. He says, doesn't matter what anyone does. Unless you super rich, maybe he forgot the R, you're effed. All the taxes get passed down to the poor and middle classes. Just one Robin Hood movie explains it all. The powers that be want to be your God. They live off of us. Yet, they keep worrying about foreign borders, but not our own. Ship our security overseas and let illegals in whilst trying to take guns away from law-abiding citizens. Tell me what is right with this effed up picture. All you voting out of hate are destroying this country. Quit it. Now, I don't know where he's going with the voting, because we don't talk about anything like that. But, okay, now, before I get into it, let me show you how Miss Aurorah responded to this gentleman, okay? So I said, hi there, the gentleman's name. Thank you for stopping by to express your feelings here. You don't have to be super rich to participate in what all of us can legally do in commerce. Also, you must understand that the need for foreign borders is simply to acquire more consumers to participate in commerce. If you continue with the mindset that everything is about you and injustices that you think you are suffering from, okay, and injustices that you think you are suffering from, you won't be able to change your experience. Why? Because you are blind to what is actually occurring. You are only seeing what is purposely being put in your face. If you desire change, what are you willing to do to make it happen? Okay. This thing has me so on fire because, let me get into it, secured entrepreneurs. If you don't know, and I want the secured entrepreneurs to comment below, if you do not know that foreigners come to this country and they mostly will have the opportunity to experience what is called the American dream. Many people who are born in this country, we're talking the United States, will never have the opportunity to experience what is called the American dream. Why? These individuals who come to this country do not need a social security number. They're going to get an EIN number. They're going to get a bank account. They're going to get a business bank account because they come here and they're going to start a business, a majority of these people. How does Miss Aurorah know this? Because a majority of them are my clients. How many of you know that you don't have to be a U.S. citizen to create a U.S. company? We create anonymous limited liability companies for foreign people all day, every day. A majority of the foreign clients that we have here in the secured entrepreneur movement come from the United Kingdom. A lot of different ethnic backgrounds of people who are residents and citizens of the United Kingdom. We set these entities up for them. We set up trusts for them, not only in the United States, but also in the UK. All right. I'm trying to tell you all something. They understand how to operate in commerce. They don't have any intention on remaining, in being working class citizens in this country. They may have been working class citizens in their own country at some point, and then, they got some information. They got educated as to what it is they need to do. All right. So these foreigners that this man is complaining about is going to do something that clearly he has never thought about. Why? Because he wants a gun. He wants to go to a job. He wants to pay tax, and he wants to carry a gun. I don't have an issue with that. That's what he wants to do. Many of the secured entrepreneurs don't have any interest in going to a job and paying taxes on their earned income in that way. Many of the secured entrepreneurs, if they have businesses where they are accruing tax, okay, they're going to pay the tax because they have to. That's just the truth of the matter. However, most of these secured entrepreneurs who understand how to operate properly in commerce and they're not running large businesses, they know how to defer taxation because they got the information, they got the education. So the foreigners are going to come here, they're going to get an EIN, they're going to start a business, they're going to open up a business bank account. Miss Aurorah has seen with her own 2 eyes. Many of them are then going to qualify to get a home within the first 6 months. Within the first 6 months of them being here, they're going to qualify to get a home because they put money in that business bank account. They put money in that business bank account. They started getting credit put on their business entities. All right. They are going to supply the financial institution with more than 20% down to get that home. Then what do we see them do? What have I seen them do? Now they're going to see to it that they sponsor other people from their country. Could be their relatives, could be distant relatives, could be people that they know. And guess what? They have a place for them to be, the home that they qualify for. I have also seen about 6 months after they qualify for their first home, they start paying on that home. They're still working a business, okay? And they're working with other people. They're not doing it by themselves. They're working with other people, okay? They're going to go get the next house. I have seen this, all right? These are not people born in this country. Hello. So clearly, this gentleman who commented on one of the ads did not hear what I was saying in the video of the ad and didn't read what I wrote in the caption of the ad, nor did he click on the link that's in the ad to take him to the training, which is the express lesson. Okay, if you haven't gotten it, please go on down in the links in this description box, okay, and get the Mastering Tax-Free Wealth. That's what all these foreign people are doing. Now, the thing that he's also missing here is that a lot of these foreign people, especially from South America, when they come here and they feel like they get, this is the best time of their life, guess what they're going to do? They're going to start voting. they're going to start voting. Now, clearly that much he knows, because he says people are voting out of hatred. He's saying people are voting out of hate and people need to quit it. I don't disagree with that part. But we need all these foreign borders, as he said, and the illegals, as he said, also for voting. Now, how do they get caught up in this? Well, many of them come out of the Catholic religion. This is no stab at Catholicism. Most of the people here in the Secure Entrepreneur Movement know that I went to Catholic school as a child. And Sister Agnes had a hard time with me because I wasn't believing nothing that had to do with the Noah story. I wasn't believing nothing about the whale. All most of the stuff. I had a question about it, and they were like, you know what? I think it's time for you to go. Right? Yeah. Okay. I don't have nothing against all that, but majority of these South American people, their tribes were hijacked by the British people who forced Catholicism on them. So they're going to go to these churches, and most churches that have a 501c3 exemption from the Internal Revenue Service have a thing about persuading people politically. Now I'm just going to tell the truth. Fight me in the comments. I don't care. But that's just the truth of the matter. So any politician who's up there talking about subject matters that the church is talking about, that's how they're persuaded to vote for certain people. And clearly this gentleman thinks that is having to do with hate. So when he says, doesn't matter what anyone does, that's false. That is false. And all of the secured entrepreneurs know that is false. Okay. So for those who are visiting here, Ms. Aurorah is going to take it to the whiteboard simply because it's just unfortunate that when you work, these taxes are already, they're automatically taken out, and then you're duped into believing that, oh, the tax return is a financial gift. No, that's just the money that they withheld from you all year long and earn interest on it, and then they just give it back to you minus the interest. I mean, get smart. Okay. So let me take it to the whiteboard, because I want to post this so that this gentleman who's clearly following the page can see what he's missing. Okay. Now the secured entrepreneurs know. Many of the secured entrepreneurs know, who come on board and they still have a job. Okay. They know that they're being taxed on the job. Okay. The only way that you get around that is the Internal Revenue Service allows you to claim exempt for 1 year while you're on your job. And please go to irs.gov to verify that, because Ms. Aurorah cannot make this stuff up. Okay. They allow you to do that for a year, right? Other than that, you already know, all the taxes are coming out of that check. However, if you desire to let your human resources know that you need additional monies to come out and go to this entity, okay, that monies can come out before you actually get the check. Now, this can happen before and after, right? But you can go to HR and have these things taken out of your check. We all know this. And it's going to go to this entity. Okay? It's going to go to this entity. I'm not going to get into amounts because that's the next question. That is the next question that people ask. But that's really up to you how much you want HR to take out of this check before you get it. Simply because they're already taken out all the other taxes. So what the heaven, right? Okay. So it can go straight into this entity that is anonymous, that is a pass-through tax entity. You can defer the taxation. And then what are you doing? You are taking that money, some of it, depending on what your plan is, and you're giving it to this particular trust. Okay. The trust is automatically tax exempt. All right. So it all depends on how you want to arrange this trust. It all depends on how you want to create this trust, right? However, you already know that you've got the perks here. This is the private, the anonymous entity is the public, your public face, and then the private, right? Okay, this is if you're working on a job, or if you don't want the monies taken out before you get your check, then when you get your check, if you're going to start doing some of these things that this man is complaining about, okay, again, before, after, start, get yourself an anonymous entity, okay? Get your business going. Put some monies into that anonymous entity, defer the taxation, okay? Trickle that stuff down on into a trust that is already tax-free. I mean, what is the issue here? What is the issue here? And I'm sure that the illustration that the gentleman saw in the video, if he was paying attention, I had to have done something similar to this, probably even more in depth because it's an ad, right? Okay. And again, had he clicked on the link and watched the training, he would have saw the full plan. He would have saw the full plan. So everything that the man is saying, unfortunately, there's too many people in this country who feel exactly the way he feels, but that's because he's just going to his job. He's not trying to do anything else. He's not trying to learn anything else. And I have met many people who are livid that what they call the illegals, what they call the foreign borders, okay? They come right up in here. We do the entities for them. They're out there making money and they're getting what they want. Somebody make it make sense for Miss Aurorah. Make it make sense for Miss Aurorah. I won't get on the God thing and all that in this video, okay? Because I could really go somewhere with everything that he said, but I just want all of the secure entrepreneurs and the visiting entrepreneurs to please click the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Come on, because Miss Aurorah is always coming here with some juice, all right? Please, if you want the American dream, and you were born in this country and you are feeling like you don't have it, it hasn't happened to you, you got all these things going on with you and all these injustices or whatever, get on this program, all right? Because what this man wrote is exactly what a whole lot of people write. You know, when I get these spam things, they are mad at rich people. They are angry with people who are rich. As a matter of fact, some of the secure entrepreneurs know when I had to stay in Arizona back in 2018, the man who owned the cabin that I stayed in was mad and hated rich people. He had nothing but hate speech, hate thoughts. And he told me he hated rich people because he himself was not rich. And then the caveat to that was that he's a Jewish man. And he said, yeah, when you're Jewish and you don't have money, the first thing people want to know is what's wrong with you? What Jewish person you know is sitting out here poor like this? He was extremely offended that he was not rich. I want the secure entrepreneurs to tell Ms. Aurorah, what's up with these working class people who totally hate and despise rich people, but they don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work that people who are out here earning these 6 and 7 figure incomes, 8 figure, incomes due to the fact that they've come out here and put their businesses in place and they're getting all the perks that these people who write these comments are not getting. Comment below, secured entrepreneurs. I want to hear your thoughts on this man's comment on the Aurorah Dey Consulting Facebook business page. If you have not followed us on Facebook, please do so because we're serving up the juice over there too, okay? That's what Miss Aurorah wants to share in this video. As you know, you can find Miss Aurorah at AurorahDayConsulting.com. And until next time, ta-ta.